Hey everybody, Wayne here in the fly tying room at Mossy Creek Fly Fishing with your weekly fishing report. Today is Monday, June the 7th. Brian and his family are headed across the country to Montana and Wyoming on vacation. So I'm coming to you this week with the fishing report. So good bit to talk about this week. Let me start with the weather. We are in summer mode. It's hot, it's muggy out there. And thunderstorms are in the forecast. Thunderstorms are most likely on the way. One thing to look out for this week, we've got pretty much every week or every day this week chances of thunderstorms ranging from 50% to 70% to 90%. It's going to happen probably at some point. If you have plans on hitting the water, one indispensable resource is the USGS, the United States Geological Survey website. Stream flow data that you can look up. You can see river levels. You can see levels where they are headed. Right now, you may have plans on fishing the South Fork of the Shenandoah, for example, the middle of this week. Right now, the river's at about 515 CFS, cubic feet per second, which is excellent. The river is fishing really, really well right now. However, say one of the tributaries, the South Fork, or the South River or the North River, gets 3 inches of rain from one of these thunderstorms, and one of those rivers shoots up by 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 CFS. That water has to go somewhere. It's going into the South Fork. So you may look at it one day, say Tuesday or Wednesday, looks good, but the day you have planned on fishing, you've got a wall of water coming toward you. It's going to get high, it's going to get muddy, and the fishing's going to be it's just not going to be good. It could also be dangerous to be on the river. So USGS, you can Google USGS Shenandoah. You can Google USGS North River. You can see what the main tributaries, the north and the south, are doing for the Shenandoah, where they are, where they're going. Look at that blue line. If you see that blue line spike, that means mud, high water, and poor fishing. So definitely keep a lookout for that. To expand on the Shenandoah, right now at its level, it's fishing great. It's at its typical summer flow that we see in July or August. Now, the smallmouth bass are post-spawn. Fish are in the river, but they still are congregated in specific places in the river. They have not spread out to their summer holding lies quite yet. Here in about 2 weeks or so, they will. They'll be all throughout the river, everywhere, in the riffles, in the runs, in the deeper pools, bedrock ledges, and all those likely spots. If you're fishing for smallmouth now, cover water to find fish. They've been eating the fly well. Streamers, crayfish imitations, clawdads have been great. And top water, Todd's wiggle minnow, popping bugs, bugle bugs, cork bugs have all been working well too. This early in the year, it's a joy to be fishing top water and having fish eat off the top. Umpqua swimming frogs have been excellent as well. So it's a mixed bag of what's working for the smallmouth right now. The largemouth are pretty much done with their spawn, so they're going to be moving into their summer mode as well. And the sunfish, the cold snap we've had some cool nights. They have gone off their beds at the moment, but they'll be ramping up again once we get more, say, warmer nights. So have fun on the river, watch the gauges. Now, as for our mountain streams, the brook trout, wild brook trout, right now everything is low and clear, and a lot of those fish have been holding in their sanctuary pools, the deepest, slowest pools in say, Dry River, Ramsey's Draft, our Shenandoah National Park streams. One silver lining there is if we get thunderstorms, if we get heavy rain, certain drainages get a welcomed shot of rain, and those creeks will come up, and you'll have a window to go out and brook trout fish and not have to be pressuring fish in crystal clear, super low water that are just kind of hanging on for the summer. So if the big river's blown, if the spring creeks are dirty, or the bigger drainages, head to the mountains, head to the little blue lines, and have some fun. Spring creeks have been fishing well. Oh, before I move on to those, what's been working in the mountains? Green drakes, little yellow stoneflies, and various nymphs and attractor dry flies. Terrestrials as well, ants, little hoppers, beetles. Try those for the brookies. Also for the spring creek trout, the spring creeks are in prime condition right now. Dry fly fishing has been excellent the last few days. The creeks, Mossy Creek is clear, it's low, and fish are really looking to the surface. Today, several nice brown trout were caught on beetles, Japanese beetles. They're not out yet, but these fish are conditioned. They understand that this time of year, beetles are going to be coming off very soon. Hoppers are starting to get active as well. They understand it's time to eat them, and they are eating them. Fish were caught on hoppers today. Fish were caught on zebra midges today, on beetles and ants. So fish those terrestrials. A dry dropper is a great rig right now. Grasshopper, beetle, whatever you may want to go for it. Don't forget a sunken ant. Try a sunken ant. Often that cracks the code with picky fish. So also, in watching the weather, if the spring creeks get high and muddy, don't forget the streamers, sculpins, baitfish imitations. If we get muddy, high water, that's a great time to target those big predatory brown trout that take advantage of muddy water and go hunting. So don't put the 6 weights away just yet. Don't put your big articulated streamers away just yet. We here at the shop often hope for high muddy water on Mossy. It's one of our favorite times to fish it. Now, we've been getting a lot of calls here in the shop pretty much every day about the cicadas. Brood X, the 17-year cicadas. What are they doing? Where are they? Unfortunately, they are not here. This far south in the valley, we are not going to see those Brood X cicadas. We're going to miss that one this year. What you're looking for is to head north. Winchester, the main stem of the Shenandoah, and north there to the DC area, the Potomac, and the main stem of the Shenandoah are, those drainages are seeing those cicadas. Head north, float those rivers, fish those rivers, and expect to see carp. One of the best times to catch carp is when those Brood X cicadas are coming off, or when any cicadas for that matter are in abundance. They will feed on the surface. They will race to your fly. It's pretty incredible. Smallmouth will key on them. Largemouth, everything eats those things. So head north if you're looking for the Brood X cicadas. It's going to be about another 2 weeks. Short window. If you can get away, sick day from work, take advantage of it. Head north and have some fun fishing for those cicadas. That about wraps it up for this week. If y'all have any questions, feel free to call the shop. We're here 7 days a week, and we're outfitting people every day for the water all around here, the Shenandoah Valley and beyond. So give us a call, stop in the shop, and we'll get you set up. Alrighty, thanks y'all. Thanks for watching, and happy fishing.